What's up, guys? Intelitech Studios here, and we have another review of another vacuum cleaner. This one is one that's been requested for quite a long time, and I never got around to it because I still haven't, sorry, I'm having a stroke, because I still haven't found the filter that goes inside the dirt container of this Fantom Twister. And loud cars have to drive by the second that I start filming. So, this Fantom Twister, I got this a while ago on Facebook Marketplace for about $40. There's some broken pieces on it, but it otherwise kind of works okay, minus it also missing that filter. This bottom filter door is cracked on both of the tabs, so it's taped in. And then this is snapped off, and the hose holder right here that's supposed to be down here is snapped off. It's missing this tool, and this tool wasn't the correct one, so missing most of the attachments. But it kind of works, and it's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. It's not a classic Fantom, but it does exist. And there's really, not a lot of information on these older Fantoms, or these newer Fantoms. I don't see a lot of YouTube videos on these. So they're not all that common. Most of these have died long ago from what I can gather. Parts are impossible to find for these other than sometimes the HEPA filters. And obviously the HEPA filter is the least important part out of the entire filter set. So yeah, let's check out this Fantom Twister. So of course this one's got the cord wrapped all the way around the handle because it's the only way to pull the cord off this thing with all that being broken. And we can see me actually attempt to unravel this cord in real time. And you can see it's really annoying. It does have a nice long cord though, so that's good. Has a little cord clip here, very similar to a Shark or even some Fantoms. Obviously this was made by Europro, so this is basically a Shark or an Infinity before they got the name. And most people would argue this is not worthy of the Fantom name. But it does say Fantom. So this is one of quite a few different Fantom Twister variants. From what I can gather, this one's the most common, but I could be wrong about that. I've seen some of these on eBay, but I've seen like red ones and this yellow one and stuff like that. Occasionally I'll see one of the newer Fantoms. I want to find one of those like really late Fantoms that were actually like commercially rated, that have like all metal on the base. This is just a plastic. It has this handle that pops out similar to a Shark with this little pivot joint that actually clicks into place, which is kind of nice. And this hose hasn't split. This hose feels like it's a lot better quality than a Shark hose. At least, some of the Shark models. See, it goes in right here. It's got another hose down here that pops out for clog removal. And slides back in there. Automatic carpet height adjustment, 12 amp motor, 13-inch wide cleaning path. It has a little switch here for floors and carpets. Right now it's in the carpet mode. Power switch is over here. This is the button to release the wand, which you can see if I take the cord off. You can see that this pops out like that. You got a little wand right there. And again, this little thing comes undone, and you can add the other wand onto it. Like that. Get a pretty decent amount of reach. Kind of nice. That slides back in, and then of course that obviously would clip back into place there. One thing that's really annoying about this is that you actually have to press both of these buttons at the same time to remove the dirt container. So you really can't do this with one hand. You'd have to kind of push. You have to push this button, and then you have to push this button. but you have to push this one first. You really can't do this with one hand, unless you do a thing where you press this and then press it like that, and then you can get this off. And we can see that underneath this, mostly clean in here, we've got this little grill that pops up and slides out. There's a pre-motor filter. It's just a little electrostatic filter. There may be some other filter piece that's missing. You can see there's a lot of grime in there. This machine was not very well taken care of. Snaps in just like that. Again, the HEPA filter's taped in, so I'm not going to take that off. Otherwise, this would just blow right off. We can see the twister mechanism right here. Shows how to empty the dust compartment and to reattach the dust compartment. So it's got this twister thing, so you can twist it like that. Kind of like what some of those wind tunnels did a while, where you could, some of those wind tunnels had the thing where you could twist the filter before you emptied it. This has something similar to that. And then, of course, it has this little thing that you push, and that releases the end of the canister. It's got the hole that goes through the bottom, so the filter is supposed to go through here. And just like on the Sharks and on the newer Dysons, I despise this system where the air actually goes through the bin, because that means this bottom flap will get dirty. It's not as bad as the Shark. This doesn't get nearly as dirty as the Sharks do. But at least, you know, compared to like the Navigator Liftaway or the Deluxe that I have. But it's still not great. And also has a headlight, which is nice. All the newer Sharks don't have that unless you get the really high-end ones that are like LEDs. But it does have that, so that's nice. I actually don't remember if it worked. But it does have that in homage to the original Fantoms. And I guess we'll look at the bottom of this first. The brush roll feels very Fantom-like. It's got the, you know, kind of, it's the black wooden brush roll with the stiff bristles. These bristles are a little bit softer than some of the Fantom ones, but it's original Fantom ones, but it still feels like a nice, dense brush roll. Very wide opening, very, you know, good cleaning opportunities. Obviously, this is a dead spot, but the suction intake is, of course, right here, so it's, you know, not all the way off to one side. See the screws right there. Has rubber-coated wheels, which is nice. So that's one thing that's really nice. I don't believe the Fantoms had rubber-coated wheels. Maybe like the XT did. I'm not quite sure. The Cyclone XT. I think the Wildcat did, but I'm not quite sure. I know the Thunder and the Fury didn't have that. But yeah, so let's go ahead and give this a run. Even though, yes, it is missing the filter that goes in the bin, but I don't really care. Let's run this. That wind down is really long. That motor definitely does not sound the happiest, but another thing that I really love about this machine is that compared to other Sharks, Dysons, even the older Fantoms, even the Fury and the Thunder, I haven't tried any of the other ones. Oh, and the Lightning. This is, out of all those machines, this is the best for this plush pile carpet. It is so easy to push. It's so easy to pull. It's so easy to maneuver around. You would think that it wouldn't be, but it is. It's very pleasant to work with, very easy to use, and it works very well. And it's really nice for plush pile carpet. Like, this is obviously a really thick plush pile carpet, and it works very well for that. So that's one thing that's kind of made me want to keep this machine, but I'm not quite sure if I'm going to keep it. If I can find a filter that goes in the bin, I'll probably keep it. Otherwise, I may sell it, or I may just use it as is, and just if I burn the thing out, whatever, I don't know. Or I'm assuming it'd be fine as long as I clean that premotor filter more often. But we'll see. Anyway, guys, this is Intelitech Studio signing out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully, if you requested the twister for a while, hopefully that was fulfilled. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Peace.